Yeah, I know. I need to do a new intro.
You just need to redo the still screen.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look who's joining us.
There he
Hey.
is.
Hey, that
Just
looks
in
like a
time.
new house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My computer is literally in the process of dying now. I didn't think I was going to get on.
Oh,
So if it craps out or if I'm not coming in clear, just let me know or give me the boot.
No, you look good.
All right. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
so you're moved in, right?
Moved in. It has been the craziest week, I think, of my life. 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Congrats. First of all,
Yeah,
congrats.
cheers.
Thank you. It's been good. Yeah, lots going on.
It's the most
Did you-
exciting and scary thing you'll ever do, buying a house.
I think the adage is true equivalent for house as it is for supercar. That if you can afford to buy two, you can afford to own one. Like, never
true.
mind the cost to buy the house. A long list of things. Are we live, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I am not with it right now, 100%.
Good thing you didn't start shit talking about something important.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That would have been funny.
I just want to say that Lotus he's my friend. He gets it.
Something like that.
Terrible.
And I know. Although it's because I just got out of the shower, so it's
I need to
wet
turn
and
on the
slicked
lighting.
back.
I should never have given you power on this thing.
You keep giving me power to more and more things, and then you keep saying that, but you
I know.
never learn. So
No, I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment.
yeah, it happens.
Oh man,
How is
everyone?
everybody?
Yeah. Oh look at that. We
Oh.
basically jinxed ourselves there.
I know you owe me a Coke.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Is it a Coke?
That's how it was when I said it, or as a kid.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
Chat,
don't know.
is that what it is? What is it?
I always thought it was if you jinx someone, you're not supposed to let them talk.
Well, yeah, that, but I mean, that's not always feasible.
Yeah, I guess.
Hugh says discuss the 911 Sport Classic. That car is pretty badass. If you guys know what that is.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I don't
It's
even know what it
it's
is.
a
Yeah, I
rear
don't
wheel
know.
drive turbo 911 with a manual.
So it's a GT2.
Whoa.
It's a GT2 basically, yeah, but more of a touring based than like track based or whatever.
Yeah. Do you have to get the number on the side of it? Because in all the pictures, it has numbers on the side of it, like it's a race car.
Yeah.
It's got the 7-speed. Don't they say the 7-speed isn't quite as exciting as the 6-speed?
I mean, if it's a standard, I don't know how it would matter.
They probably just make that 7th gear really tall for driving on the
Right.
freeway and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably never use it unless you're like just cruising.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
you can probably get up to like 160, 170 in 6th gear. So, I mean,
Yeah.
hell, I can get to 155-ish in 5th gear in my car. So,
Not, in Mexico.
Yeah.
no, on Circuit of the
South of
Americas,
the
where it's
border.
legal.
Oh yeah, Circuit America. There you go.
Yeah.
Not on the devaluation tour.
No, never.
Definitely not the. Oh, speaking of which, we had another sign up after last week's show,
Sweet.
so we want to promote that again. We have, I believe, 4 slots left. So, sign up for the Supercar Devaluation Tour of Colorado if you want to join us. It's
Steve
looking
will be
to
there.
Steve's
Tyler
going to
will
be
be
there.
Yep.
That way.
Repeat customer.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't paid yet, but I'll be there.
Are you?
Everyone at work is saying if I don't have the time built up, we'll figure it out. So I'll go.
Okay.
get one of
Nice.
your coworkers to go too.
Yeah. They might be watching. Wink, wink.
Oh, you told them about this?
No, I after last week I got a message like, "Hey, are you on a YouTube channel?" Maybe.
One of your coworkers watches us?
Yep.
Nice.
Small world.
Yeah, it
There's
is.
a lot of bored people out there.
Well,
Welcome.
Every time my brother or parents wear an NGS shirt in the airport, they say somebody says something to them about it. So
It's like
That's
it's like a little exclusive club. You're in the know.
right, you would think though, if that many people in that many different airports said something to them every time, that they would have recognized one of us.
I've been recognized in airports and stuff. It's weird, but I also wonder how much of it's people don't necessarily want to like come up and talk.
Yeah.
You know, they might recognize you, but it's not necessarily like enough where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go say hi. Which, by the way, if you see me in public, feel free to come say
Yeah,
hi. It's fine.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll take pictures with you.
But if I'm busy, like, forgive me. I'm
No,
Adam,
the guy
Adam,
who-
nobody wants to take a picture with you. Sorry, dude.
Actually, the reason I said that is because the tow truck or the guy who delivered the 575 was like, "Let's get a picture together," and he
Oh,
didn't
really?
even know who we. Yeah, and he didn't even know who we were until
Oh,
we
that's
told
funny.
him about it. So
Yeah,
that's why
that's
I said
amazing.
that.
I've had a few people be like, "Can I get my picture with you?" I'm like, I guess, you know, like if that makes you happy, sure. I don't know why you want my ugly face on a picture.
One time he picked me up from the Porsche dealer in San Antonio, and one of the salesmen wanted a picture with him.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, Cheryl's asking about the 575. How bad is it? We don't know yet.
It's not great.
I'm
How about-
concerned.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Josh was the original one who's like, I'm not scared yet. I'm not scared yet. And now all of a sudden he's like, I'm a little concerned.
I've seen too many cars with issues in my day, and I'm just not optimistic about it. But I think we'll be all right.
Yeah. I mean, I think the good news is even if it turns out to be a bigger project than we want to deal with, we could probably still sell it and at least break even.
Yeah.
Someone will take it. It's the funniest car because it's in remarkable condition, like paint wise, interior, everything else.
It's probably the
Everything-
nicest paintwork on
Cosmetically.
any car at the Howard.
Yeah, it's
Like,
phenomenal
it was amazing.
paintwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty
then-
damn pretty.
Yeah. What is
When you
this?
look under the
Oh,
hood.
Super chat.
here we go.
Ooh.
did.
S430 Spider X Line system in today's NGS video sounded awesome. Well, thank you. Yeah, the
I
IPE.
I watched that at the gym on the bike, and I actually got chills listening to that
Yeah.
car.
Dude, it's pretty badass when it goes by.
When you're standing there, like, because I was the one recording that scene, and it hurt my ears, but
Oh, yeah.
it sounded amazing.
It was probably the next day I was at the Howard when Daniel took it out for the first time, and when he left, it was like, holy shit, that's loud.
Yeah, it's loud, really loud.
Yep.
It sounds
Uh,
amazing though.
It really does.
Meg's McLaren review was epic. Love the quote. If I can't afford a house, but I got this car. Yeah, actually, right now it is much easier to afford a McLaren than it is to afford a house in Austin.
Yes.
It's kind of
That's
sad.
true.
Speaking of McLarens, we are no longer going to have a 12C on Tuesday.
No,
Cool.
Bye bye.
yeah, 12C's
Uh,
gone.
Sold it.
It went well
Yep.
then. So
Yeah. The inspection. Oh, I should give a shout out. Where? Dang it! I shouldn't have put his card away. Hold on.
There wasn't
Mick
really a whole
Mechanic.
lot wrong
Mick
with it. just-
Mechanic.
Yeah.
Medic?
Mick
Sean-
Medic, yeah.
Yeah, Nick Maddox. This guy. There you go.
Master
Belanger?
McMedic.
How do you say
Master
that?
Nick
I
Maddox.
like it. Yeah.
Is that
So,
Belanger?
huh?
Is that Belanger? How do you say his name?
Bellinger? I don't know. I didn't ask for how to say his last name. Anyway, Sean, this guy, he did the PPI on the McLaren, and it turns out he's willing to like travel the country and do PPIs of the McLarens and even work on them.
Sweet.
So
He
that
said he replaced an alternator or something in the parking lot one
Starter.
time on a car or starter.
starter, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was a pretty cool guy. He knew his shit. I mean, he really
Yeah.
really knows these cars. So I felt like, all right, that
He
to
made
me,
after talking to him, he made me want to buy one. I'm like, let's
Yeah, I
buy
know,
some
right?
more McLarens.
yeah, he knows his crap, and he's like way cheaper than McLaren, than
Nice.
a dealership. So
Yeah.
like his prices were pretty reasonable. Like he was telling us some of the prices he does for some of these things, and we're like, damn, that's not bad. You know, it's still supercar prices. You know, it's to be fair, but it's like not horrifying. So yeah, he did a PPI in the car. We actually filmed it, and we're gonna have that video coming out soon where we're just kind of
Somebody
going over the
asked how
car.
much it cost. Are we allowed to disclose
Yeah.
that? Or
I think he
it was
charged
$800. It was
$800.
$800 plus his travel expenses if he's got to travel to you,
That's
which
really
I think
not
is
bad.
totally reasonable. Because he
Yeah.
spent what, like 4 or 5 hours there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
spent
like 4.
4 hours. Yeah. Granted, we were schmoozing, so probably he could do it in
Yeah.
2 or 3 if he was hustling. But
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
was trying to get me to buy a McLaren so that I can have a full garage of British cars.
You should. You should. Hey,
I mean,
yeah,
I'll
you
tell you
should
this.
definitely buy one.
after
I love that
having
color.
car,
Oh yeah.
dude, after that car, well, so we liked that one so much, we bought another one.
Woohoo.
Oh, I wasn't going to say it. I was
I was just typing something. Do we mention that?
Yeah. Sure, we'll say it. We're not gonna tell him what though.
Okay.
We'll make it
I
guess.
Tyler, I just texted you. You can see what it is.
I'll give him
Yeah.
a hint. It's the color of Adam's wall.
Yeah, we did
It-
get it in bright fucking orange.
Ooh.
It is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
It's
This
yours for
this
a low
is so-
price.
Right.
Hilarious. 12C or 458 for the price. So I actually have a video coming out on Saturday that I specifically compare the 458 and the 12C, and that's the primary focus is the cost difference. So I don't want to go into it too much because I'm going to be saying the exact same thing on Saturday. But yeah, that's a really, like, the 12C is an interesting value proposition right now, in my opinion. So there you go.
It is. We tried to get 2 more today, but we were outbid.
The auction
Well-
prices were pretty high today.
Yeah, the auction prices were like, ooh, we're not going to make any money if we buy that. By the time you ship it here, and if it needs anything to be done, and tires and whatever, like, oh, you aren't making any money on that car. So
And it went up too fast too. Like
Yeah.
the bidding was
Yeah.
quick. Like the way you made it sound when you bought the one we just sold is that people were waiting until kind of the last second to bid and put in, but no,
Yeah.
this was like bid all the way up.
yeah, and even when we got our McLaren, there was like, it was only like, what, 5 bids total?
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't very many.
It really just depends on what day you're at the auction and who decides to show up. Like, you must
Yeah.
be present to win. You never
Yeah,
know.
right?
Some days you'll get a deal, and some days you're
But-
like, wow, that's ridiculous.
Josh and I were talking. We think today the supercars were going high because there were so many of them.
There were
Well, today was the
boatload.
supercar sale they do once a month. It's only supercars in that lane.
Ah.
So if
That's
dealers
what it
that
is.
are buying those, you know,
Well, there
we
were-
saw-
There was like a Toyota Highlander in that lane. at
Yeah, well,
one
they'll throw
point.
in a random. That's like the McLaren dealer gets a Highlander on trade, and they're like, "What do we do with this piece of shit? Send it to
Throw it in
the
the
auction. We're gonna send it next to our other McLarens and see if it brings good money."
Right.
'Cause next to a $200,000 car, a $10,000 car looks like a
They're
bargain.
like we'll make you a deal. You pay full price on this 12C.
throw in a
we'll
free
throw in a
Highlander.
Toyota.
You get a free Toyota.
So you get your daily driver and your sports car. There you go.
All in
Right?
one
You
fell
got,
swoop.
you got the ultimate most reliable car and the least reliable car. It's great. No, actually, that was one thing that was really fascinating when Sean was doing the PPI on the 12C. That was the first time we really got to like look at the guts of the car and stuff, because we pulled off some panels and we're looking around. They do not look that intimidating.
And they do
Like-
quite a few things pretty cool too.
Yeah, it's
There's no
it's-
serpentine belt on that car.
Oh,
None.
cool.
Yeah,
It's really fascinating the way it makes it so that I can see why now, like, if your air alternator fails, that alternator is going to be really expensive just
But
because of the design.
but it's not going to be that bad to get to.
No, it's super easy to get to.
That's what's awesome about it.
Yeah. Oh, how about video about where the McLaren numbers are? What do you mean?
Production numbers.
What the numbers are? I mean, like, what they mean? I'm not sure I understanding what you're asking.
Models because it's confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's the interesting thing is talking to Sean, who deals with these McLarens, and that's pretty much all he does. I think he brought up a really fascinating point, which I didn't film because we were just schmoozing when this point was brought up. And he basically said, so back when they first came out, what would happen is, for example, the hydraulic wing is actually controlled by the transmission. Like, I guess somehow, I don't know if it's the trans computer or the
He
hydraulic.
said there's a sensor on the transmission that tells the wing when to go up.
Right.
Right.
So he said there was a bunch of things where like the wing would stop functioning correctly on these cars, but they were under warranty. So instead of fidgeting around with it, they would literally replace the transmission to fix the wing. So that's how like they got this horrible reputation of the transmissions always going out. But he's like, actually, the transmissions weren't breaking. It was other things breaking. And basically, you know, when they first came out and they were under warranty, McLaren would just be like, yeah, just swap out the transmission. Because they know it would fix whatever problem. And they didn't want to, like, you know.
They didn't want to waste time troubleshooting. They
Right.
just took
So
their
they just-
part shotgun to it.
Right. Just like, whatever, swap out the transmission, swap out the trans. So, like, he's like, almost guaranteed now that they're all out of warranty and they're being fixed by indie shops and stuff instead of just McLaren, the number of transmission issues has just plummeted because
Interesting.
they weren't actually broken. So it's really fascinating. Like when he was talking about all this stuff, he's like, yeah, actually, he's like, everyone craps on the 12C's transmission, but they really don't break transmissions hardly ever.
And
So-
that's like the big thing that everybody is concerned about is the
Right.
transmission.
Yep. So it was really quite fascinating. Oh, I see you talking about rebuilding a engine, or Stu's mentioning a 7K for a crate engine. Dude, there was a 360 that was in the auction.
Oh,
We need to go look up what it went for. It was.
I'll see if I can find it.
It was the biggest pile of shit we've ever seen. Like it was so like they have a rating like on what they like, you know, rate the car from a 0 to a 5. It was a 1.3.
Well, it was a
Nice.
1.3 and said very, very, very rough.
Yeah. Yeah, the description said very rough, and there was 76 things wrong with it that were
Holy
documented.
Shit. Wow.
Was the top
And-
one of them?
And like it was funny because they give you like different like severity grades on the parts and or the things wrong with it, and so many of them were like top severity, like severe, you know, like severe, and like they even had a picture that like, you know, it was like engine condition severe, like oil in coolant, and I'm like, oh, that's fun, you know. So yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
there
let
you
us
go.
know what it went for, Josh.
Yeah, we need to look up that
I'm
one.
trying.
Sounds like it should go for like what, 70, 60,
Cucko!
Fuck no.
Yeah.
No.
Thinking it should have been like, oh, there it is.
30.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What to go
Is there
for?
a way I can put my screen here? Because I can
Um,
show everybody what we're talking about.
If you take a picture, if you screenshot it, I can upload it.
Was
Okay,
I high in my estimate?
Can you
Well-
just send the link in the private chat, and Dan, you can.
You
open
can't.
it.
It's in Mannheim.
Oh,
You have to log in. So
yeah.
I'll take a picture and send it to Dan, and he can upload it.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
says
so
30K.
Screenshot it on your computer. Screenshot it in email. That way
Yeah.
it looks
John
good.
was saying, what's the difference between like the 12C versus 570 versus 650 GTS? Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I thought the numbers. Now that they're going to the numbers, I thought that was like horsepower numbers, right? It's like kind of
I thought
horsepower
so.
number.
I don't
so
know
like
much
the
about McLaren, but I thought that was right.
I know like the LT stands for long tail. So if you
Yeah.
have like the 600 LT, 600 long tail. But yeah. Anyway, there you go.
I don't want to rear-wheel drive my Porsche because the all-wheel drive, man, being able to power out of corners on the track really well, because all-wheel drive, that's one of the best things about it. So,
Yep.
although I do have a pretty gnarly oil leak right now that I have no idea where it's coming from. So, yeah.
I sent
It's
you
always
some
fun.
pictures.
Yep.
They did not sell it, and they have a buy it now on it. That's comical.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Ryan's comment there. Is Zero a smoldering pile of ash?
It's just,
Yeah.
it's like it's. They're like, nah, just don't even try.
What the hell is that buy now price?
I know.
Hold on, I'm downloading this.
It's because
no.
it's a gated car, so they think it's
Oh.
I don't
you know.
care.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
That's
close.
hilarious.
All right,
What was
I have to download. All right, it takes a little bit. I have to do a couple steps in order to get these things loaded onto the system.
It's a very complicated thing we do back here.
Yeah, right. It's so hard. My life's so hard. There,
The things we go through for you guys.
right? Man, you guys have no idea. I had to work so hard. All right, upload one.
2003.
What did
The
the video get?
996 only had a rear main problem with the non-Mesger engines.
Yeah, no, it's
The rear main
Um,
was a problem on the Carreras and pretty much everything but the turbo and the GT3.
I
All right,
think it's
here you go.
the oil
Oh.
cooler, I think.
All right,
Could be.
I got it. I got it uploaded. Here you go. Here's the condition report. Okay. Look at that.
Oh, God.
The entire frame is red. Not just
Well, it's got frame damage.
Yeah,
The
no,
hood
I
is
know,
great.
but not just one part of the frame.
Yeah.
The whole frame.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
How
Look at,
is
look at
the
up at the
roof
top.
red?
See the 1.3.
Yep.
All right,
Oh, my
ready?
God.
Here we go.
Holy shit. That's more than the running car that I sent you today.
These people are smoking crack.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of a hit they're going to take on this thing because I'm
And
assuming
it
it
has.
was a trade.
If you look on the bottom right of that picture where it says ODO and it has a red exclamation point, that means it has odometer rollback too,
I bet
and it
you.
has 8 owners.
I bet you who
Jeez.
whatever the salesman is that took this thing on trade is not a salesman there anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
What did it bid up to before it didn't make the?
I didn't. We didn't watch it.
Yeah. We were quite busy today.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Today was one of those days where it's busy.
This thing is pathetic.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's comical. 90 grand.
We should make an offer for $3,000.
But it's gated.
No,
but it's
because what if they
gated.
took it? I don't want that car.
I'll take it for $3,000.
For three,
$3,000.
yeah.
Think
You
of
could
the
sell-
things we could do with the
Oh,
front.
shit.
Like we could jump this thing off of a ramp.
That'd
Imagine
be
the
amazing.
Imagine the views that would get on YouTube. And
right.
for $3,000, I would. Hell yeah, that's a solid investment right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Does
All
it
right.
run?
I don't even think it runs.
Yeah.
No, supposedly it says runs and drives. So
We could push it off a cliff. I mean, there's plenty of cliffs.
Not
Yeah.
in Austin, there's not, but yeah.
Yeah. You got trailers.
Nice. I thought I'd contribute to the McLaren fund. Sadly, we'll need 10,000 times this amount to keep it running the first year. That's not entirely inaccurate.
I
Tell us
vote we offer $3,000, and if they take it, we build a ramp and ramp this son of a
Okay, so
gun.
what would
I'm
be a realistic price that we'd be willing to pay for that car?
$3,000.
No, I mean a real price. Come
20,
on.
probably 20.
I was going to say 30 grand.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
Because-
was somewhere in the 20, 25.
It
30
is
pushing
gated,
it.
so you could make that. You could probably restore that car for $40,000.
Yeah.
Get it
Yeah.
back to where it needs to be.
I mean, I was thinking just the gating of it's worth 20,000.
Yeah.
And sell it for 100, 110.
I mean, the engines are selling for 20 grand, aren't they?
Yeah, but the engine's screwed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends
Heat
how long
exchanger.
they ran it like that.
The heat
You can change the
exchanger-
heat exchanger and flush out the cooling system, and it should be okay.
Yeah, but you have to flush the oil system too.
No, it's only the oil gets into the coolant. Coolant doesn't get into the oil because the oil's under pressure. Yet gets in through the heat exchanger.
Yeah.
Fair.
On a
I still-
360, they say you're supposed to replace that before it goes bad because they all go bad. It's one of those things.
Yep.
I still say we buy it and ramp
I-
it off something.
I don't think it would let us make a $3,000 offer. I'm gonna try right now. I'm gonna do it right now. $3,000.
So what? How does the
You guys
odometer rollback affect the value? Like just
It
out of
hurts.
curiosity.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Kind of like a salvage.
So our
salvage
total with the
credit,
buy
right?
fee is $32.30. Here we go.
Oh, do it.
Submit.
You guys are gonna witness us buying a 360 live.
Okay, it's submitted and it said your offer's too low. Offer range 76 to 89,000.
76 is the minimum.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're smoking crack. Hey
That's
guys,
amazing.
I have a non-functional piece of crap rollback.
You know what they
frame
gave
damage.
it on it for trade though? 76.
76.
Hey, they're trying. They're trying.
Oh,
They're
wow.
just trying to recoup their losses. I bet
Right?
you.
That's,
I bet you whoever it is took a massive loss on
Oh, yeah.
this.
I
I
mean,
mean,
they haven't taken a loss yet. That's the thing. They're
well, they
holding
will.
on for dear life. Yeah, they will.
Who did that inspection? Like, who identified all those issues? Was that the auction?
Mannheim.
Mannheim?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
that's crazy.
8 owners, but 0 accidents. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys are looking for a car without any accidents,
Just
Uh,
one
Funny, in the pictures, they have like all of the tools and stuff in Ziploc bags in the front.
well, so
Interesting.
does it have the flashlight? Then we'll know if it's ever been a CNC.
It doesn't. It's missing one of the AC knobs, so I don't think it's got
Ooh.
a flashlight.
It's missing a light bulb too.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just looking at
dude.
the pictures.
Oh no,
Richard-
it just moved. It just fell out of its spot.
Richard got his 430 today. It actually has the flashlight.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
told me about that
Nice.
on the phone. I was like, oh, so you know it's never been a CNC Motors.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So actually, here you go. So so we like I said, we have a buyer on the 12C. We have a deposit, and he's like officially buying it on Tuesday. So to make things more interesting, he is actually trading in a car on it. So Tuesday we're acquiring another car. We bought the McLaren today, another McLaren, and then we actually
Oh, we bought a Porsche.
we
Ooh.
bought
We did buy a
today.
Porsche.
So we basically got handshakes on 3 cars today.
We're hustling.
That's
We're
right.
hustling.
Yeah. So it's been there you go. 3 cars that you guys will be seeing very soon.
Heck yeah.
The Porsche is an interesting one.
It's going to be it's a more easily attainable car for a lot of
I
people.
think we should talk about that.
Sure, yeah,
Offer
go for it.
69 420.
These people, Michael knows what's up.
The problem with that is, what if they actually accepted it? Then we'd be like, shit, no,
We don't
no,
want it for 69 420.
no.
They'd be like, is Elon buying this car?
yeah, right. Or you could do like $6,942.
There you go.
So the car that we bought is a 2003 Boxster S 6-speed with
Nice.
44,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
My car has almost 100,000 more miles than that. That's just crazy.
It's
No,
really
I'm not.
nice.
I'm not trying to get into all that. I'm just saying that it's insane to think about the disparity in,
Yeah.
in miles.
It's true.
That'll be
Does,
fun. Have you guys driven it?
I drove it today. Yeah, it drives great.
Nice.
there you go. Offer
I mean, for an old
420
Porsche.
69. Good point. Nice, Greg.
I don't think I'd want it for that.
Oh,
That's too much. I mean,
Yeah.
with how much work you're gonna have to do, like, because it wasn't just the coolant; it was like everything. Everything was like,
Well, I mean, I'm still looking through the
Yeah.
pictures. It's the whole interior. The dash needs to be redone because the leather has shrunk so much that it's just terrible. It needs to be pulled out and redone.
Oh wow.
The top needs replaced. It's got holes in it.
Yeah, holes in it. I saw that.
All
I'm
the
sure it
warning
doesn't
lights are on. It's a Christmas tree.
You're boring Adam to death here.
No, it's not that. I'm just.
It's got a can of Fix-A-Flat in the front.
Hey.
I spared no
responsible
expense
owners.
in the maintainment or the
Yes,
maintaining
exactly.
of this vehicle.
Open wallet.
Yeah.
to Walmart to get a can of Fix-A-Flat.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh man.
No, I don't
Chuck
want
it
that
off.
car. I don't want that car.
No. That car is.
You guys are gonna see a lot more Josh soon too.
Oh, I guess we could announce that.
Mm.
Well, now that Adam said that,
Yeah, I guess we have to now. Hold on. Wait. What is this? Watch out. Wait. What out that house? CNC got that big head. Keep it fun. Yes.
Hmm?
We'll keep
Are you
it fun.
drinking Mousetrap?
Yeah. I'm not drunk enough to comprehend that.
I know. I was like, shit. Words.
and you usually do a good job, but that one had you fumbling.
Yeah. Like, hey man, I'm trying. No, so as well, we have agreement. Josh is now going to be fully a part of Normal Guy.
Woo.
Yay!
Yes,
Welcome.
he's,
We
Yeah.
decided to merge everything together. It's just easier for all of us.
yep.
Makes sense.
So originally, Josh owned just part of the dealership, and it was kind of like, it just probably makes sense to give him some of Normal Guy and then just have Normal Guy own the dealership. So that's what we did.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congrats, Josh.
Yep.
Now you're more diversified among the
So now,
Yeah.
now you'll get email replies from Josh as well as me and Dan.
Yep. Yep. Pretty soon you'll be buying stuff from Josh on our website.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So that's I know it's like
I'm drinking the good stuff
yay.
tonight to celebrate.
Are you? What is
Ooh.
that?
What is
Shit.
that?
Blue Label.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker Black?
It's
Blue.
Johnny Walker
Blue.
Blue Label.
Oh,
Why does it
no,
look
blue.
black?
Come on now, black.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah,
no,
he
but
said the
label
good stuff.
looks black.
I thought black
Here.
was like the top of the line.
It's dark blue.
Yeah.
It's number 2.
Black
Red
is
is
the bottom of
bottom.
the barrel.
Steve,
Black
the good
is
stuff?
next.
I don't know whiskey.
Steve, you drink that?
No, I won't buy it because it's too expensive. I like blue, but for $300 a bottle, I could find other things that I would rather drink.
I
Wow.
think it's $300 a
I
bottle.
actually
Yep.
got that bottle as a gift from somebody, so
Wow.
Well, even better.
Damn.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't pay 300 because it's
Free
not that
whiskey tastes better. It's true.
good. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
I actually like green.
I remember when
Yeah.
Stu talked about
Blues
this.
is
Yeah,
nice, and it tastes nice.
I see.
yeah. You gotta. If you own a 360, you want to preemptively change the heat exchanger. So I don't know, like if they ever redesigned it, and you're supposed to keep changing it out, like every few, like I don't know, like every decade or something. It's not like they don't fail like quickly, but they fail for I don't know.
Is there
It's
any-
pretty common.
Is there an easy way to tell if it's been replaced recently? Like if you're gonna buy one?
Um,
I don't think there
Yeah.
is.
I mean,
No.
I would assume were they
Isn't it in the
using those
dashboard?
stupid clamps on the 360? If they were, you would probably see aftermarket clamps on it.
Clamps are the way to tell if anybody's ever done anything to a vehicle.
Yeah.
Right.
At least,
Well, what
at least
happens-
Ferraris.
Yeah.
What
well, and
happens
the
with the heat
McLaren.
exchanger though is the coolant. If you don't change your coolant, it starts to crystallize and it rots away. Basically, rusts out the heat exchanger internally, and rusts through where the oil lines are going through. So if you change your coolant regularly, it's not as much of a concern.
Mhm.
Is it in the dash? Is it hidden in the dash?
No, it's in the engine bay.
It's
Oh,
in the
okay.
it's in the valley.
It's underneath. It's underneath the intake though.
Oh, okay.
yeah, you have to pull the
Yeah.
entire intake out.
Yeah.
Well, at least you
It's
don't have to pull the engine.
No.
There's that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how's the the normal guy estate coming along? Don't know yet. It's still not here. Got what? 1, 2, 3 weeks.
Nice.
3 weeks.
At least you got the boxes, so I can use
Yeah,
that bay
yeah.
of my garage. So thank
Yeah. Which, by the way, thank you. Yeah.
Which one of you is helping Dan move?
Not it.
you. No one.
I hired people.
Yeah, he's
Right.
paying someone.
I'm not being a dick. I'm not gonna like be one of those guys that's like, hey, bros, come
Hey,
on
what are you
over and I'll
doing
pay you with
Saturday?
pizza.
Yeah, pizza and beer.
Pizza
and
and beer.
Lift all my shit up and put it back down.
Oh, and by the way, I haven't packed anything yet.
Yeah. No, you're married. You definitely got shit packed. You're not the college kid. Like, oh, by the way, you're helping me load shit. Too.
No, I already started packing. I already started boxing up stuff in the garage. We took down most of the things off the walls. I got a few more things to take off the walls. I was like, the problem is like certain things you can't pack until the last minute because you need them. So I was trying to be like,
your
okay,
whole kitchen, basically.
right.
Yep.
The kitchen, we're not going to pack until probably literally the day before or 2 days before.
That's
we
what I
actually
did.
move.
Yep.
So it's actually going to be extra super busy because Meg flies out on the 12th to go to her brother's wedding. So she's gone from the 12th until the 16th. We get possession of the house on the 15th. So I'm going to be on daddy duty, home alone from the 12th until the 16th. So then Meg flies back, and then we have 3 days until the movers come.
So
Well, the
there's an
rain
epic
reports.
rager at the new house on the 15th. That's what I'm hearing.
Right.
Yeah.
With no furniture.
Yeah. Perfect. Easy to clean up.
Yeah, right.
I'll bring the smoke machine.
There you go. I got lights. Yeah.
Yeah, but then we need a strobe light and a black light.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll be like those cool parties where someone will drive their motorcycle into the house. And
Yeah. Into the pool. Yeah.
right into the pool, like the one video.
Just to let the HOA know who you are, get them ready.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, we're looking forward to it. So that's very exciting. I don't know. It's interesting because we've only owned 2 houses. This is our 3rd house that we've ever owned. So like Meg and I haven't moved in forever. So it's like, oh man,
It'll be weird.
it's gonna be weird. Yeah.
Mhm.
For a while there, we had like back in the college era, we moved like every year, sometimes more than once a year. It was like you're just a vagabond. You had shit every. Like we're ready to go. Put your shit in the box. Yeah, man.
I was
Moving does.
homeless several times in college.
Oh, it's the worst. I hate
living
moving.
in my car between houses. It's like always fun.
Yeah, you do some dumb shit in college.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh man, am I leaving the garage cabinets? Yep, those are staying. So we didn't know, there was just too much in the air, and I knew that they were going to take a ton of effort to get off the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
But so we just kind of left them.
Yeah.
Is the garage insulated? New one?
No, I gotta. Oh yeah, like isn't there a way you can insulate while
You
it's still
blow
got
it in.
drywall up?
Like
Yeah.
foam insulation, maybe spray foam.
They can blow in.
Yeah, they blow it in. Yeah.
So you basically like poke a bunch of holes, right, and then blow it in.
Or they can come in on top depending on how the attic is. How it's framed
Oh
out.
yeah. If it's open like that.
Yeah. And how many like cross support beams there are? Because obviously it can't go behind that,
Mm,
wherever your first one is.
okay.
Yeah, they can do it.
All right. I need to go up in the attic and check on that because I need to get that done. I want to. So like, since we're probably going to buy a property for the dealership, I'm not going to probably build a garage right away. So I want to make that garage be nice. So I want to insulate it, air condition it, paint it, and put up cool lights. So that's and probably put in a lift so I can at least work on cars there. So
Yeah, I got to start looking for cabinets myself because I'm tired of having tools in a box. But god damn, they're so freaking expensive.
oh dude, yeah.
Ugh.
Somebody asked, "Where's the Venn diagram at tonight?"
This is a Venn diagram. Oh, did we sell some of those garage lights? Oop,
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, we were both clicking.
Yeah. So he's
There we go.
asking, did you sell some of the garage lights so we don't have to take them all to the new house? Well, no. Buy some.
Garage lights and the
We
floor.
have a boatload of them. I have
Yeah.
like 16 at my house, I think.
Yeah, I think I still have 8 here. So,
Buy some lights and buy some Swiss tracks. I got to get me some Swiss tracks.
Oh yeah.
oh, the price of those just went up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
else is new?
Oh, hey, anyone who wants Capristo stuff, the price of Capristo stuff goes up in like 2 days.
The first.
Yeah, the first of the month. So if you want Capristo, get in your order now. So, yeah. Oh, and we can't. We got our hands slapped. So we can't offer the NGS 10 coupon Capristo. So if you want Capristo stuff, either email us and we'll get you a hookup, or if you happen to be on our email list, you know that I sent this special email discount. But
Yep.
What was that about?
what?
Hand slap.
So like, oh, I think I heard Ven. Yeah, there's Ven. Hi, Ven.
When you,
I just bumped my leg. Ouch, it hurt.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
The Capristo increase is substantial. So, just so you know, I think pretty much every company we work with has increased their prices a substantial amount over the last year. So it's, yeah, parts just keep going up. Sucks.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Oh well.
yeah. Oh well. Oh, yeah, Jocko. I saw the pictures of the Pista on.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks so much freaking better. Holy
dude.
cow.
what did you do? What did he do to it?
Ven. What happened to Ven?
Oh.
Fen, you fell in a hole.
Did Timmy fall down a well?
My wife did not want to be on YouTube, so I had to mute the camera. Not mute. Block.
So what did he do to the Pista?
He got it re-PPF'd.
When
Okay.
did you see it, Tyler?
It was on Instagram.
Yeah, authentic
Yeah.
details had on their Instagram. It was-
Wow. I said was on Instagram.
I haven't seen it in person, but like the panel he put up, like I remember seeing in the Howard, and it was like, oh my god, that Ferrari put up this PPF and it looks like shit, and that panel looks glorious now. So
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, it was not a good PPF.
It's a factory PPF that looked like shit.
oh, it looked
Well, it was
atrocious.
done by. I'm sure it was done by a third party
Yeah.
at the Ferrari dealership.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's generally the lowest common denominator.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's, dude. Okay, here's a pro tip: do not ever get PPF done by the dealerships.
Never.
Ever.
Or
Yeah.
tin or ceramic or any of those extra things.
Nope.
The only reason you should do it, and you still shouldn't do it under any circumstances, is if you need to roll the cost of it into the loan. But even
Yeah.
then, you shouldn't do
Yeah.
it.
If you have to roll that cost into the loan, then
Shouldn't be
there's
buying
probably
a
other
car.
issues.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not here to judge. I mean, I'm going to judge, but I'm not here to judge.
Well, and the other excuse I've heard is, you know, if you're buying it across country and driving it home, then buy a roll of track wrap and
Yep.
do it that way.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that. I'm gonna do that for the Colorado trip.
Nice.
Yeah. Chris sells it at Expel if you want to just go pick it up there. They have it there. You know?
Oh, you can just go grab it. It's just there.
Yeah, they have it sitting on the shelf. I actually flew to California to pick up Carrie's Boxster with a roll of track wrap. I track wrapped it and drove it back 69.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I'm just another pro tip: if you're getting a quote for a PPF and it's really cheap, it's probably a reason.
Yeah. And that kind of answers your question, Captain Code.
There you go.
Is if it's cheap, there's probably a reason.
Yes.
PPF is definitely one of those things that you get what you pay for. That was one of the many things that annoyed me about the insurance game. That's another hot tip, normal guy pro tip. If you ever have to get your vehicle fixed for an insurance claim and it has PPF on it, you make sure that they replace it with the same quality that you had, because they're going to pick the cheapest guy who's going to do it for $40. And that's what they're going to pay for. And they're going to, no, I'm serious. And they're going to sit there and they're going to tell you, oh, well, it's comparable to what you have. It's not. It's crap. So,
yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting idea for a video. I like that. We should do a video on doing track wrap.
Yeah. I would like to see that.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I bet you. Hey, you got talk to Chris and see if he wants to do a demo on that.
Okay.
I bet he would love to do that.
Yeah. I'm supposed to meet him tomorrow, so I'll talk to him. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We did track on that blue Corvette I sold last month or 2 months ago. The guy came from Vegas to pick it up, and he paid Chris a couple $100 to come over to my house and just wrap the front of it in track wrap so he could drive it to Vegas.
Yeah, it's a great move. I mean, if you're not gonna trailer the car,
I mean, I don't know. If I was driving it across the country from just buying it, I'm not sure that I would be concerned about it looking super pretty. I mean,
It's not pretty. We were more worried about rock chips and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that's a temporary solution to get you where you
track
need to
wrap
be.
does not look good. Just FYI.
You can't even make it look good. Well, when the way you said it, I didn't know if it was like somebody trying to make it look good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we made it look respectable, but that was about
What's
it.
cheap versus reasonable for the full front PPF? I think it depends on the car, first of all.
Depends on the car, your product, your region.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on it, but
I'd say $200 to $2,500 is not out of the question for a decent front job. For
Maybe we can have what's his name on here one time?
Brad.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad. I should text him. Be like, Brad, hop on this shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say since I just had mine done, mine was closer to $3,000, but we went up the A-pillars, part of the roof, the rear hatch, and the front full front. It's actually
$3,000's not bad for all that.
But I actually had to have removal done too. So the total bill was like $4,400 because they billed me for 16 hours of removal.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
They took 40 hours in removal. Expel just maxes out at 16 hours of charge time for removal.
Damn.
Holy crap.
Dude, it came off in pieces this big. It was so
Oh no.
You had to use a plastic razor blade to peel off the stuff.
Hello, Allison.
Hey, you two, get a
Hey,
room.
Allison.
I'm pretty sure this is their room. So
It is our room. I'm sitting at my desk in our
Did we
room.
just change
That's
from
very valid.
did we just change from YouTube to OnlyFans?
Wow.
Only Josh.
Oh,
Only
yeah,
Josh.
that guy right there says we should do an OnlyFans.
The camera looks like it's set up already. The bed's in the background. So bad.
Oh jeez.
I didn't
this just
have-
went way bad.
Brad did not do my truck. I didn't get a PPF on the truck. I was going to, and I just never got a chance. So it just never got done.
And now at this
should have.
point, there's
Yeah.
really no point.
Now
She
there's no
said she'd
point
do
in
the
trying.
OnlyFans. We just can't do faces.
Damn, you have a cool wife.
Damn, dude. That's crazy.
So massive Dan's face. Gotcha.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Oh, here you go. You're buying a Tacoma. Would you PPF it? I mean, it depends on what you want. If you want it to look good forever, yes. I mean,
Love you too.
PPFs are going to save the front of the car from looking like Swiss cheese. I think it also depends on how you drive it, right? If you're going to be on the highway a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a lot of city driving, you might not need it.
I mean, are you
I'll show you why
off-roading?
you should do it if you value the paint. I'll take a picture of my front bumper on the 911 tomorrow
Yeah.
and post it
There you
on
go.
Instagram because my
Yeah.
front bumper has been repainted in the past 3 years and it's already atrocious.
There is a
You've been
second side of
repainted
that.
already,
No.
Yes.
and it looks like that already.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
They must not have done a good job on that then, because that's not normal.
Yeah.
Well, no. First off, they didn't, but it's all rock chips. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not that it peeled. It was just.
Oh, I already gave an F-bomb.
Give another.
Honestly, it happened in Colorado on the Colorado tour because it
Oh, yeah.
actually looked really good going to Colorado,
Right.
and then just a week of driving at
Oh, just
55 miles an hour. You know,
How was Radwood? How was Radwood?
Awesome. I had a great time. Let me see
it
if I'm
can't
able
be
to
that
picture
epic. It was you were there with a
Dude, it was
Pontiac.
it. Yes.
Well,
Which is what I was offered a lot more money.
Whoa,
than I
they
thought.
have red lights in their bedroom.
Dude,
Yeah, we do.
Oh, wow.
They actually change whatever color you want. You can change
Oh,
the
really?
color of them. Yeah.
nice. I need to get more beer. That reminds me. I'll be right back.
Oh,
There we go. That's that Redwood.
the mullet included.
All of it.
I'm kind of sad that you weren't wearing the hat in that picture.
The hat's actually, if you zoom in the windshield, it's there in the windshield in that picture.
Nice.
Nice.
And people actually noticed that too.
You weren't wearing it around though.
I wore it for most of the day,
I can play that game too, Josh.
but because it was pretty windy and the wig
There
kept
you
getting going out.
Yeah, but when you do it, Tyler, it's creepy because you're home alone.
Yeah,
So,
right.
like everybody knows what you're doing.
I'm not alone.
Well, that's even worse.
He has the couch in the corner with stains on it.
Yeah.
Well, his dog's there.
Yeah.
Interspecies erotica.
It's
fucko.
the
Oh,
Wait, Meg porn money paid for the Ferrari. Oh yeah, she did
Yeah.
say that.
geez.
Here, Ben, tell them what Radwood is.
Redwood.
Radwood is a 80s and 90s themed car show and lifestyle show. We'll call it.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun time. Got to see some really cool cars: Diablo SV, Countach's. Saw an LS1 swap, Mercedes, old school Mercedes with an LS1 swap. It was freaking badass. Saw a Rentec SL74 from the 90s. If you guys remember
Oh
that.
shit! Yeah, those are like 1 of 10 or something.
Super rare. Yeah, I saw one of those. I saw a twin turbo Testarossa, which was freaking badass.
Whoa,
Just insane.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Was
Is
it
that the black
local?
one that was there?
The black one. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, was it local?
Yeah. Well, do you know Sanjay from Houston?
What did I just?
Oh, I
It's
think
one
I
of his
do.
cars. Yeah. He
Did I
does.
just give
He
away
has a
another
Senna
secret?
and all that stuff. At
No, I
Kodak.
think he means you're being funny, Adam.
Oh,
Because
Well,
every
because-
time
no,
we do
because-
this, you always give shit. You always give stuff
well,
away.
I know, and Brian just said this, and so like I'm trying to remember. Did I just give something else away right now? Like I don't remember it.
Oh, you just barely do.
You got like the short-term memory of a gnat. You're like,
I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. I'm not the sharpest crayon in the box, so you know,
at least
we can't
it's
all be
crayons.
winners.
I'm glad you. I'm glad they're crayons, not pencils, because it's harder to stab your eye out with it.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Oh man. Jeez.
McLaren AMG. Yeah, we don't have that kind of money to throw at cars.
I wouldn't mind an AMG GTR though. We could do
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those
no.
someday.
I wouldn't
That
mind
would
a McLaren AMG. I'm just saying we
What's
don't
a
have the money
McLaren?
for
Well,
it right now.
those are like 500 grand though. I think.
Well, what's
That's
a
what I'm
McLaren?
saying.
I still don't know. What
The SLR McLaren,
Is that-
Mercedes McLaren car they made
Oh,
in like
Mercedes.
the
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, those are starting at 600, 800,000, going up to $2 million plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, since this is since the 355
Oh, yeah.
series is over, we do need to
It's true.
remember
Oh,
we had that contest.
I don't think anyone won because everyone predicted like 355 quacks or something.
We'll go through and we'll figure it out in the next week or so. It's not going to be anything we're going to do tonight, but we'll figure it out. And whoever wins, we'll
totally
make sure
forgot
they
about
win.
that.
Yeah, so did I. Good for you, Mousetrap. Way to remind us.
Yeah.
That's why we keep
I'm
them
going to
around.
shut this thing up, Adam.
Whose phone's blowing up?
I know, right? Mute your shit.
I got a new stupid iPhone, and I don't
Dude,
know.
there's a
Toggle the
switch
little
on the
switch
left
on the
side.
Yeah, but that's already off, and the notifications keep going on. Oh, there's a little tab there. Okay,
Yeah. Good Lord.
cool.
Jeez. You are an idiot.
Dude, it's my first day with this after like 11 years with an iPhone. Okay, so shut up.
You are one
Oh.
loser.
Here we go. I like this one. So some of us that watch all your live videos, can we go over what everyone drives? So I'll start. I have a truck and a Mini Cooper.
You have a 599, right?
Oh, I still own a 599. I guess that's
Why
still
didn't you
sort of
drive it,
mine.
though?
Yeah,
I
I haven't
have-
been-
I have a 2002 911 Turbo.
and
Steve.
you got more stuff than
Oh.
that.
Did you
Well,
want?
oh yeah, we have a 02 BMW M3 as well. I thought we were just talking about the cool cars. I didn't know they wanted all of the
The
cars.
M3 is fucking badass. Okay, it's
That's
Phoenix
what,
yellow.
yeah,
You
that's
should
what I
mention
just
that.
said. All
You
right,
should
so we have a
mention-
996 02 911 Turbo, a 2002 Phoenix Yellow M3 that we
Damn.
converted from SMG
Yes,
to
thank
stick
you.
shift. We have a
Mhm.
2018 Ford F350 Dually. We have a 2012 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. There you go.
Wasn't so hard.
I didn't think people wanted to know about
Is
the
that 3
truck.
cars? How many cars was that? 4?
Four.
Or
And
Is
a
the-
lawnmower.
Is the
And a
Hyundai-
lawnmower.
Oh yeah.
Is the Hyundai gone?
No,
So is that makes it 5? No, 4.
4.
He said the Hyundai.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 4.
what you got, Steve?
Ideally, a GTI and a Monica who drives the Titan, Nissan Titan. But for the collection, the top car would be, I guess, the most expensive car would be the Lambo that I just bought from you. The 430.
Tell them what Lambo it is.
2008 Superleggero Gallardo.
Yes.
Yes.
A 2006 Ferrari 430 is what I took on the devaluation tour last year. And then I have 3 Mercedes currently.
3?
Yes.
Damn, badass.
2003 SL55 AMG.
Hell yeah.
The Silver Arrow. There's only about 1,500 of those in the country.
Badass.
I have an E55.
Did you say 03 SL55?
Yep.
Yes.
I have one of those.
Really?
I do.
That's an awesome car. I mean,
It's actually, I'm trying to work through some stuff on it right now because it's got some issues. But yeah, I've got an 03 SL that's also silver.
mine's silver. All of my Mercedes are silver.
Yeah, you got to have them in silver.
I have an 03 E55 AMG, and I have a 06 SLK 55 AMG.
Yeah. Nice.
And I have,
Still going.
I got the Supra.
Oh, damn, what year?
Drive Japanese piece of shit Supra I got fucked with that still needs a fucking radiator. The radiator is
What year? What year is it?
It's a 90.
3.
It's a Mark III. It's a 90,
Oh, okay,
It's a Mark
95
3.
or 96, something like that.
that'd be a Mark IV. Or
Mark 4, yeah. That's what,
yeah,
So then it's younger than that. It's a Mark III. It's definitely a Mark III.
and
Okay.
it's, okay.
It's still in New York. I haven't even got it to PA. But the radiator is in transit to get to the mechanic to fix it so I can sell it. And then I have a 2006 C6 Corvette.
Badass.
I didn't know
Oh.
that.
And that was my first car that was the car I bought to start my collection in my retirement. Because I didn't look at any cars until I retired because I really couldn't afford it. So
Jeez, man. I didn't know we were going to need like 12 minutes to go through your.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know. I didn't realize he had that.
And
many
it's time to
cars.
close the chat.
I know, right? I'm like, geez, all right. End stream.
My lack of cars will make up for that.
There you go.
I'm in between right now. We packed up, moved from Texas, so only have my wife's car. But hopefully soon buying one from Dan.
Oh, you only have one?
It's just my wife's Subaru. Yeah, we
Oh, wow.
packed everything into that car and moved here.
That's awesome.
Holy crap.
So and I haven't needed a car. We've been fine with one, but I'm itching to
Oh,
get
yeah.
my hands on a
Hey,
fun
but
car.
you know what? You're saving money, man.
Well, we just bought a house, and there's like a ton more to buy just to be in the house. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
little by little.
Yeah. All right, Josh, what's your fleet since we're going this way?
Mine. Well, actually, I don't have a whole lot right now. I had
Oh, yeah.
had as many as 10 cars in the last year, and I just got tired of dealing with maintaining all of them, and I was like, I'm done. Like, I need a break from cars for a little bit. So I sold them all off. So I have 2 boring ass cars. I drive a Lexus CT200 for my daily. And
Nice.
my wife has an RX 450 hybrid for her daily. And then I
Is
have
that
the SL.
CT200 a hybrid?
Yeah, it's a hybrid. Yep.
It's a,
And
it's a fancy Prius.
Yeah.
it's a super Prius. And I have the SL55, and I just recently sold my R8. I had a gated R8,
Badass.
and I have a
Tyler?
Nissan Titan. I have a Nissan Titan too that I just keep around if I need a truck.
That's fair.
What do you got, Tyler?
I have the 2020 Defender 110.
Nice.
And
Badass.
yeah, it's a fun car. And then the 2017 Jaguar F-Type R.
Nice. Oh yeah, I've heard that thing.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard that thing in my house.
Yep. And hopefully I'll have something else fun before the
Yeah.
next tour, but, whatever. If not, I'll take the
I
Jag.
know a McLaren for sale.
Yeah. I know some guy selling one, too. It's a strange coincidence.
Does he have a killer mustache?
He does.
You
Must
just
be
told me?
Josh. Must be Josh.
Yeah, I'm talking about Josh.
He brought a car.
Is that your wife's brush?
No, it's mine.
It's like purple.
No, I know. Purple and pink. It's
He's just comfortable with himself. That's
Yeah.
all.
I ain't trying to impress anybody. And don't act like you're all manly, Ven. Do I need to show our text messages?
Sure.
All right, Ben, what do you got?
Yeah, we got Ben.
I have a 2018 F250 as my everyday car. I have 2 Porsches. I have a 997.1 Targa 4S and a 996 GT2 that was modified by Roof. So I have one of 2 GT2s that was modified by Roof ever.
It's badass.
I have 2 factory 5s.
Badass.
I have 2 factory 5s. I have a Cobra replica and a Daytona Coupe replica. I have a 2015 Camaro Z28. And I have a 2006 C6Z06 track car.
You forgot about the 430.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I haven't seen it in so long,
I saw it the
It's
other
been
day
2
when I
weeks.
was over there.
I do have a 2005 430 that is currently at EAG getting converted.
Nice.
The one and only.
So what's sad is when you start forgetting about your cars. There was a while there where we didn't work on the 509 or do anything on it for like 3 straight months. And I totally forgot I even owned the car until I got my insurance bill.
Oh,
And
shit.
it's
Oh,
like I
I
got
still
my
own
insurance
Pontiac,
bill. And I
too.
was
I
like,
forgot about the Pontiac. Sorry.
oh yeah, you got to, yeah, exactly. So I was like, why is my insurance this high again? And then I was like, 2 Ferraris. Oh, forgot about that one. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Judge just brought up the Tesla, too. We have a Model Y as well.
I like that your friends remember what cars you have better
First
than
world
you do.
problems, though, for Dan. Oh, I forgot I owned a Ferrari.
Don't forget about the boat, too. So.
I
Yeah.
didn't forget, but they asked about cars. They
I
didn't ask
know.
about vehicles.
So Ben, do you have room for storing all those at your house?
Yeah, I do. Shop. It's awesome.
He has an awesome shop
Yeah.
with 3
You've
lifts.
seen videos of the boat, right? Us
Garage
working on the
NB.
boat.
Oh yeah.
That was in
That's right.
Ben's shop.
We were supposed to. Jay, are you on here tonight? Where's my boat interior?
You still don't have it? Oh god damn.
No, he's supposed to finish it. He sent it off to get embroidered because we're embroidering the fountain logo on the rear deck.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so like that hasn't been finished yet.
Once you
Yeah.
get it back, we all need to go hit the lake. I'll bring my boat out and take yours out and bring the Sea-Doos out. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
can we
Yeah.
race?
Hell yeah.
We need to do 70
Dude.
miles an hour that damn thing.
My boat only will do about 50, so it's
Okay,
not
we're
gonna keep
gonna
up.
we're
Oh,
gonna.
that's still pretty damn fast.
That's
What is your boat?
It's a wakeboard boat.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Don't
Those
you
are
have jet
expensive.
skis too?
I do, yeah. I got
So
some
I was gonna say
Sea-Doos.
because the other day I was like, "Oh, I want to buy a jet ski," and you were like, "Oh, you can borrow mine."
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
I'll
Does
tell
this
the wife;
happen
she
today?
might take us up on that. Oh,
What's that?
yeah.
So you see the thing hanging off the side of the trailer?
Yeah.
That's the roof of the trailer.
Oh shit!
What?
Swipe
Yeah.
to the next one.
The roof of the trailer.
Oh,
What
ripped
happened?
off the trailer. My buddy
His
borrowed
roof
my
flew off.
truck and trailer to go pick up a car in Dallas, and he left Dallas, and 20 miles later, the roof of the trailer decided to peel off.
that was
Just for
your
the hell of
trailer?
it?
What's up?
That was yours?
That's my trailer.
oh shit.
It's not back in Austin yet because they're trying to figure out how to. They've been kind of rigging it to get it back, putting a bunch of self-tapping screws and straps over it and all that stuff just to bring it
Damn.
back. So,
Oh my god.
so, yeah, that shit's going down today.
That happened today?
it's in progress. That
Jeez.
happened like 4 hours ago.
Oh man, I'm
Is
sorry.
it under
dude.
warranty or anything?
It's 6 years old. Warranty is 3
Oh,
years.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay for that, and I don't know if I can claim it on my insurance because it
If
is.
you have comprehensive on it, yeah.
I have comprehensive, but it's through my collector policy, so I don't know if I want to put a.
Ugh.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Yeah, you don't want to ding on it.
Yeah.
It's like I got 2 bids. One's $4,000. One's $2,600.
Why would you put a trailer on a
Yeah, on the
collector's
collector
policy?
If it gets stolen, or if it gets stolen while the car's in it?
Ah.
You know.
Yeah.
But your collector
The
car
car would be
policy
covered under
would
the
cover
collector.
that.
Yeah, but the trailer itself it won't be. So that's another,
Yeah, but
You can put
anybody
it under
will.
your regular policy. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
So through Haggerty's collector policy, the trailer was I don't know $65 for the whole year.
Dude,
Yeah, but mine was only like
So-
$60 on my policy too.
mine's
Really?
$18.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're getting ripped off, and you don't want to file a claim.
I
on
pay
your
like
policy.
$6 a month, I think, or $7 a month, something like that.
Dan's paying even less.
What Dan's paying $13 for the whole year?
I think it was something like that. It was
And that's
stupid cheap.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
My policies are 6-month policies, and I pay $30 for the trailer to have full.
That adds. Yeah. So I got to look into that then.
and it's not on a collector's policy, so he can actually file a comprehensive claim
Right.
on it.
Right?
Something to
I
look
gotta
into.
look it. I'm looking it up. I don't remember what it costs
Hey,
anymore.
so Charlie, what did Roof do to modify your Porsche? Roof installed the GT 590 Plus package on my car with the modular wheels, the T equipment roll cage. They modified the turbos
Yeah.
to what they call the K888 turbos or something. Fuck.
There you go. $12 every 6 months.
You are getting ripped off. Then.
Right? $5.
We're concerned for him. That's all. We're not jumping on him.
Yeah.
No, I'm jumping on him. I'm laughing at him.
Yeah. No kidding. Jeez. That
Yes,
that's
his roof is in
sucks.
Austin.
What is oh the roof, yeah.
Yeah, the roof is in Austin.
Oh yeah.
The roof of
Or
the trailer.
is it?
You still thinking of selling that thing?
I am thinking of selling it. Yes. So if anyone wants to offer me an obscene amount of money.
What's it worth? What's it worth?
So the last.
You got to call Ed Bolian because that's his car.
Well, so Ed Bullion
He
does
has the
I buying
contact
this car. I
information.
bought this car out from under Ed Bullion.
No
Oh,
way.
Yeah, while
You
he was
gotta
at
call
the
Ed
last
Bullion.
dealership, he was looking at it. He shot them a lowball offer in Ed Bullion style, and I went in and bought it for $5,000 more than he offered them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It needed like $30,000 worth of reconditioning, and so I had to rebuild the transmission. It has a brand new guard differential, new gear set. I mean, I did a full car PPF on it, front to back. Everything is covered in PPF. Shocks got rebuilt. I bought carbon ceramic brakes for it, so that is going on currently. So it'll be ready for. See, there's the question. So I bought a set of takeoff carbon ceramics for it. So, not spending new money.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
What year is it?
2002. Let me see if I can
Yep.
pull up a picture of it. It's a 996. Just like it's the same color as Adam's Porsche too,
Yeah, it's my car with a different wing and lower.
and no all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
and-
Well, I mean, looks wise, like
Yeah, looks-wise,
exterior-
yes.
Yeah, like
yes.
There's only 2 people on Facebook. Maybe there's like
there's
80
70
plus
on.
people.
There's
Stu,
70
you're in
on
the wrong
Facebook
room,
or
Stu.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
We-
with the way like these shows
I have
been
a
going,
996 turbo Q-Man.
There you go.
with the way these shows been going, maybe Ed will just randomly show up on here one of these weeks, and then you guys
Yeah,
can fight it
that'd
out.
be funny.
That's funny.
What's this Facebook thing? No, I'm kidding, right? We actually stream to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch simultaneously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Carrie's driven my GT2. He'll tell you, like he says, it's stressful. It is kind of a sketchy car to drive.
I've
Adam's
driven it before.
Adam's driven
Yeah.
it, It's kind of a
Oh.
sketchy car to drive compared to. It's kind of on edge the whole time.
Yeah.
I'd say there's no traction control, right?
No traction control and 6-speed and about 600.
So I drove it once with just me in the car, and then the second time I drove it, his daughter was in the car with me. So I toned it down a lot because I was like, I'm not going to be responsible for destroying Ben's roof and his daughter. So
Yeah.
I just
Jeez.
drove it really softly
Ginger.
that day.
Gingerly.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man, it's I can't. Next week's gonna be fun if we can get all these cars kind of together.
Yeah.
A lot's
Okay.
going to happen next week.
Yeah.
I
We haven't
feel
even
like a
said
lot
what-
happens every week.
Well,
Yeah,
that's true.
but more so than normal.
Actually,
Yeah.
I noticed. You know what the funny thing is? It's like super high activity or zero activity,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like, oh my god, we're buying and selling cars, or it's like, we're waiting for financing from the guy, or whatever. Like the deal's already done. We're just waiting. That sort of thing. So it's just kind of like it's like sprints. You have like really high activity and then just crickets.
Yeah.
Hurry up and wait.
Yep. So I feel like from now until Tuesday, it's gonna be crickets.
Yeah.
So, but that's all right. So
Twitch
Twitch
is
is 5 seconds ahead of YouTube. That's interesting.
Oh, that's my brother. Hi, Sean.
Hey,
That's a long delay. I didn't think YouTube had a 5-second delay or more.
Yeah, YouTube does a pretty substantial delay. It's because supposedly it gets it so that it has like higher quality and stuff.
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly, who knows?
Everybody
Is
keeps
this-
asking
is this
about the
app through
Mercy.
YouTube, I assume
What?
the app that we're streaming through, is it through YouTube?
No,
Oh, it's a separate thing.
I'm using Restream.
Yeah,
Right.
and it spits it out to.
It's
Yeah,
so it
It
broadcasts.
basically, it broadcasts it out to multiple things.
Awesome.
So it's I'm really impressed with this software. It's
Yep.
pretty incredible.
Yeah, I like StreamYard, Charlie, but Restream seems just equal to, if not the same, better, whatever. They both seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
He was asking about the Mercy repeatedly. I saw that. I mean, it's still there.
Well, so
we haven't had time to mess with it. Let's be honest.
and let's remind the Mercy is not owned by us. It's not owned by Normal Guy YouTube channel or NG Supercars. It's owned by 2 other people, completely separate from us. So it's not, anything that we really deal with on a day-to-day basis. So
Well, we were also waiting for Carrie to get done with tax season.
no reason to apologize. I'm just
No,
letting people- yeah, I'm just letting people know that that's why you barely hear us talk about it. It's because it's
not a
not.
consignment.
It's gonna get done, and it's gonna be badass.
It's a consignment. No.
This guy's got jokes.
The car's gone. The title's gone.
I don't know where the
Yeah.
title is.
Oh man. Too funny.
That's why Adam's putting out the disclaimer that NG Supercars does not own it. Just so that
Well,
it disappears.
because I don't want people to think it's another 599 or 355 or something like that. And it was
Well-
never meant to be that. So
I mean, it is going to be a long project. It was meant to be a long project.
right. But it wasn't something that we were going to just like do right out of the gate and like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We knew from the start this, like when we were talking to Carrie and Fred about buying it, they were both like, "Hey, I don't care if it takes months." So G Money owns it. He wrote a check from our bank account to buy it from
There
us.
you go.
It's really weird how quick the money got back into
Right, you
our
Yeah.
kept
account.
the check and it cleared almost immediately.
Texting yourself.
Oh man. It's on consignment soon. NG supercars will disappear. Oh man. I like, you know what's funny? This was really interesting is when we did the video talking about Excel Auto and Adam and I were harping on consignment cars. There was some dealers that got really butthurt about that.
Oh, I imagine.
And some of them like kind of came at us. And they were like, you know, like,
Well, he
we're
pinned
good."
one.
I
Well,
pinned
the
that
one-
one.
The one that you pinned was funny. He's like, I've been in the business 40 years and I'm an honest guy. We're like, if you have to tell everybody you're honest, you're probably not.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and
I
I'm
wasn't
thinking
even-
to myself- Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say if that's the case, you don't need to you don't need to worry about what we say. Your reputation should
Right.
carry you.
Yeah.
But
So
but here's the funny irony of all that is all of these other guys had good reputations.
Yeah.
CNC Motors was the gold standard of supercar
Right.
So,
dealerships.
I just
Everybody knew who CNC Motors was, mostly because
here's-
of Doug
here's-
DeMuro,
here's-
but still.
I can almost guarantee, mark my words. All right, take this. All right, we're 1 hour and 17 minutes and 25 seconds in, so bookmark this. Within the next year, another dealership's going to go under, and there's going to be people emailing me saying, "Dan, help me! Oh my God, my car's gone and I don't have any money." And I'm going to go, "Did you consign it?" And they're going to go, "Yeah." And I'm going to go, "Well, sorry, I tried."
Yep.
Rogers.
Yes, what Dan said, but yeah, Charlie, I've gotten that before.
He's a lot
You just
shorter
need to grow
than
your hair
Aaron
out and you're good to
Rodgers,
go.
Yeah.
and grow
Had
about a
long hair,
foot and a
right, for a
half.
while?
Yeah.
Well, Adam, he's not 7 foot tall, but I'm not 6 foot either. So
You're very generous giving it a year, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Sadly. Yeah.
sadly, it's
Well, and that's the thing is we don't want to be right about this.
no, I absolutely believe me, getting those emails it guts me every
Because
time because I sit
anytime
there and
we
think
get-
if that was me.
Anytime we get those emails, that means a lot of people lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mm.
And what we're seeing is clearly you can't do that and expect to be made whole. You will never get all the money back ever. It's not going to happen. It's just not. And people keep saying, "Oh, well, like, you know, I'm going to just consign the car." It's like you're at risk. You are putting yourself at risk with that car. Does not matter how reputable the place is. You are taking a risk. It is a risk because you are trying to get too much. You're being
You're
greedy.
trying to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, you're being greedy. Because the reason, like, think about it. Why is it that this stuff happens? I mean, these cars that go on consignment sit on consignment for months and months and months, half the time, because they want top dollar. Like,
Well,
that's
what they're doing is as soon as they get the car, they're shipping it overseas or whatever they're doing, and they're telling the customer, "Oh yeah, it's still here. We're still working on it," and they leave the car listed on their website to make it look like they still have it. And by the time they figure it out, it's long gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the stuff like CNC was not a long, it didn't take a long time for it to fall there. It felt like, it was functioning fine until Doug DeMuro was doing stuff with them, all that. And all of a sudden, in 3 months, like all the cars disappeared.
Well,
Had to have been planned, is what I'm saying. Like mass.
No,
either
I
just
either
caught up
that, or
now.
the owner just got into some trouble and was like, "Fuck."
I think it was like-
it was planned. I think
No, I
that
don't think it was
they're-
planned.
I think it once COVID happened and slowed everything down, the house of cards fell.
Right.
Mhm. He was playing a shell game, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, and eventually it caught up.
Yep.
And the thing is,
Eventually, it always does.
right, it always does. And when that happens, it's fast.
Yeah.
And it's just like Bernie Madoff, right? He did it for what, like 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, those dealerships have to be leveraged so far that one round of cars can take them out. You know.
Right. And that's why we've discussed it between us, and we're like, we're going to play it very conservative.
I love the way you guys are doing it. Like no leverage. Everything is owned by you guys. Everything that comes in is paid for. Everything that goes out is paid for. So there's
it means we're not going to grow nearly as fast. But you know what?
You're not leveraged. That's it. You know.
Right.
It hits the fan. You own your cars. That's it.
Yep. I mean, we've all joked about it. We're like, let's say worst case scenario, the economy takes a dump and we're holding a couple cars.
Yeah,
So we're either going to hold on for longer or we're going to lose a little money on the
have a
cars.
physical asset.
Well, what
Exactly.
happens with these dealerships too? These guys that are buying $100,000-$300,000 cars is they put them on a floor plan.
Yep.
That floor plan has to be, the cars need to be paid off in 90 days, and if it gets close to that 90 days, they have to come up with the money. So they'll go buy another one and floor that one and use that money to pay off the other one, and it snowballs. It snowballs into just like all of a sudden you have 10 cars you owe $3 million on one day, and you can't do that anymore. And and that's what happens. They're like, okay, well, we're gonna ship this Lambo overseas and tell the customer we still have it and use that to pay our floor plan. Yeah, it's just a
and we looked into a floor plan and we just said, it doesn't. I don't think it really makes sense. We've talked about the possibility of using it to cover gaps, like if for example, let's say we're totally tapped out, but we found a crazy good deal. Maybe you put that in the floor plan just until you sell the next car to pay that off. But we don't want to have where we're beholden to a floor plan or a loan or whatever for this sort of stuff, because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It feels like you could get yourself into a situation that could be ugly quickly.
It happens all the time to dealerships, all the time, constantly.
What Josh just said kind of made really good sense as far as, floor planning another car just to pay off the old floor plan.
Yep.
Right.
But the thing is you get a floor plan for $1 million or $2 million, and you can only have a maximum of $2 million worth of cars. So once you hit that max, that's when you run into trouble if you've been snowballing them.
Yep.
So does when CNC went bankrupt, is one of the people they owe money a floor plan company too?
Yes.
Probably.
Multiple.
They went multiple companies. Okay. So
Yes.
just really shitty business.
So not only was it multiple floor plans, but it was tons of personal loans that were unsecured or secured with weird shit, like the luggage.
Rolex. Rolex.
Yeah, Rolex collection was given as collateral on one of the loans. So I mean, it's just man,
Unbelievable.
I mean, I could see where at least, and here's the other thing is like, I don't know. Anyway, we could go on and on about it. There's that's the thing is, now that we're in this business, it's really messed up because you look at how easy it would be to screw people in this business.
So easy.
It's like, holy shit. And so like, you kind of, once you see, like you're pulling up the skirt, right? Like we're getting the behind the scenes of this. And you're like, well, now I can see why there's so many shitty dealerships out there, because you get greedy and it'd be real easy to be an asshole. It's like, hey, we can, like we don't make as much money on our cars probably as a lot of these guys because we don't need to, so we're not like trying, like, I don't, that was one thing we talked about that was really interesting is like, okay, when you buy a used supercar, it's never perfect. Like, let's just get that out there. It's never perfect, period, ever. So dealerships sit there and they try and sell you on this idea of perfection in a car, but it's never going to be. It doesn't exist. And so what they're doing then is they're hiding so that you don't see the flaws, because they don't, like, as soon as you see the flaws, it destroys this picture of perfection that you have, right? And so I'm gonna like, hi Richard, if you're watching this tomorrow, we're gonna talk about Richard's car for a second, because Richard just bought a very high-end 430, like top of the market 430, and the dealership wouldn't budge on the price, and they basically touted it as it's perfect, right? And so we said, well, hey, the dealer has a good reputation. It's probably in pretty damn good shape.
No, we're not going to tell you the dealer.
We're not going to say the dealer. We're not going to throw them under the bus. And it's not even necessary that they get thrown under the bus because this is a very normal deal, right? This is typical. Car arrives today. We start looking it over, and it's good. It's in very good shape. But there are clear flaws, blatantly obvious flaws that they did not disclose.
And part of that too is part of it is either they knowingly don't tell us what's wrong with it because they know that we're not going to go and look at it. On the other side too is they're so oblivious to it that they don't even see those flaws that we see because we're a little more meticulous when we look at these cars. So they may not even have noticed what we saw. And so they're saying,
That's a
oh,
good
the
point.
car's perfect. And it gets here and we're like, hey, what about this bumper? And they're like genuinely like, what are you talking about? It looked fine when it was here. They just aren't paying attention or aren't paying attention
Well, and
to
then
the
with something
details
like
or
that,
whatever.
they would blame the transport company.
Right.
Possibly.
It's always blaming
No,
somebody
they definitely
else.
would
Yeah,
because
it's always
they'd be
someone
like,
else's
oh, well, the
fault.
straps go to the wheels and it could have hit the bumper, blah, blah, so.
Yeah.
That's why, with these high-end cars, if you can, I highly recommend that you go and see it in person first before you buy it, if
Ian,
possible.
Or
And
get
if
a
you-
reputable PPI done.
Right.
Yes.
I would
Like
say,
this
and
Sean guy for the McLaren, I would have
Definitely.
no problem buying a McLaren sight unseen for my personal use if he did the PPI and he told me it was good.
100%. Yep. Not only that, if you're going to go look at it, bring someone who is not emotionally involved in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You need that because someone's going to be there as like a backstop. So bring someone who's really knowledgeable about the cars, that's willing to like be hard, like someone who's a good enough friend that they're willing to be like, yo, you're about to do something dumb.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it can't be the friend who's like, oh yeah, this is great, keep going,
Yeah, buy a Ferrari. I want to ride in it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't bring
You
that
used to
guy.
offer that service, right, Dan? Like you'd go out with people.
I don't like going out to places because
Sucks up time, I assume.
it's such a time sink that I charge a ridiculous amount of money on purpose so that people don't make me do it.
Yeah.
Well, and on
People
top of that, we're not official PPI people.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's really an official PPI person unless it's the dealer, I guess, right?
No,
True.
yeah, that's true.
Nobody's
But what-
any asshole can say, "Oh, I know how to look at these cars."
Yeah.
I
Hey,
just
you be that
I don't like the
asshole.
liability.
Send an email to Dan and schedule me to come out for a silly amount of money. I'll come out.
Well, you even less so now because we're a dealership, so that's kind of
And that's
like
and that's
Yeah.
the weird thing now is we're getting to this weird thing where like I don't like at some point do I have a conflict of interest going to look at cars for people if I'm also trying to sell cars?
I don't think so. I don't think
I mean,
so.
I guess not. I mean, I guess if I'm not trying to convince them to come buy my car,
You're
Right.
still getting paid too, right?
yeah. And if I guess that's true. If I'm getting paid, then I guess it's reasonable to say that. It's reasonable to do that. But yeah, I mean, we've done it. We've gone and looked at cars before for people, and it's fine. But we charge a pretty substantial amount of money because it's a lot of time. Because like
Yep.
people all the time are like, "Hey, you live in Texas. I found a car that's in Texas. Can you go look at it for me?" And we're like, "Sure. Where is it?" Like, it's in Dallas. I'm like, "Sure. It's going to be $2,500." Like, what? And I'm like, "Dude, it's a 4-hour
8 hour
drive there.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the car for 4 hours, and I'm going to drive back 4 hours. So I have a 16-hour plus day." Yeah.
it's in El Paso.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, pass.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah.
Y'all forget that like driving through Texas is like driving through the entire like upper East Coast area, like New
Yes.
York, that whole area.
Yeah, driving
So-
here when I moved here was 11-hour drive, and after
10
2
and a half
hours, I
of
was
it
out
was-
of New Mexico. So,
Yeah.
Especially in Austin, you're in the middle.
yeah.
Yeah, we're right in the middle.
No matter what way you go.
I hate driving west when if we go anywhere
Yeah.
and we have to go west. I'm like, oh, God, going east isn't terrible.
North is not fun either.
Yeah.
It's better than going west though.
Yeah. I guess
So-
we should probably wrap it up. It's already
Yeah.
9:30.
I would like it, but I'm afraid of it.
What?
There was a question whether I would like an SLS, but
Oh,
there
yeah.
also was a question way earlier that I thought wasn't a bad one. I'll throw it out there if we have time. They asked what was the best car we ever drove.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Damn.
The best car for me that I've ever driven that I really enjoy is my 2015 Z28. It's an absolute driver's car. Like I love absolutely rolling through the gears. That it's just an amazing car to drive, and I don't think I'll ever sell that car.
That's
Unless
a question. You need to ask that question at the beginning of next week because that's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say,
I
I'm
gotta
not-
I've driven like thousands of cars probably.
Yeah.
At this point.
We need to run
I need
through
I need time to noodle this one.
Yeah, that's actually because the obvious answer for me is my turbo, but I don't want to be lame and say that as a car I own. So
Right? All right. Well, I think that's going to do it, everyone. So, again, thank you for joining us on yet another Thursday night. We'll be doing this again next week. If you're interested in joining us on the tour of Colorado, go check out ngsc.me/Colorado, I think it was
Yeah.
something
do
like
it.
that. Anyway, hit us up if you need information about the tour of Colorado, but it's really fun. We have 4 slots open. That's it. 4 more slots. So trust me, September is going to come very, very close. It's gonna be soon.
Very soon.
Yeah.
It's almost May. Holy shit! Like,
Yeah, I know, right? So anyway, we're going to show you the old tour promo. So enjoy.